What was it like in day one of camp being the offensive coordinator?
Awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. Stressful. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right and that our coaches and I are prepared to put the right product out there, the right package and scheme that our players can execute at a high level. And that's been quite stressful, and there's some sleepless nights. But, man, once you get all the hay in the barn and you get ready for the first practice, it's sure nice to get it over now and feel very confident moving forward.
What goals do you have for fall camp?
Well, we have a lot of just statistical goals and percentage goals that we want in run efficiency and pass completion percentage and touchdown to turnover ratios. There's certain things that we have, but really there's four things. I want to build unity and continuity. I want our guys to learn how to be obedient football players, to follow the rules and to follow the coaching. I want to teach them great fundamentals and position mastery, and then through that we've got to find grit and play-make ability. And if those things happen, then we'll be good. But that final piece is going to be the most important.
Talk about the difference this year over last year, having Jake come in, getting a lot more reps, kind of set in that position.
Well, we know who our quarterback is. We know what scheme to put together and what package to put together. We're not going back and forth between Riley and Jake trying to figure out how to run the triple option at the same time throw the football. Now, if Riley were our quarterback, and I assure you he is capable and ready to do it, but at this point in time we're preparing that package for Jake, and it impacts the way we move forward greatly.
Did you see significant improvement from Jake even since spring till now?
Yes. Yeah, he's gone through a lot of maturity in a lot of ways off the football field. He's just a much older and more mature and grown-up young man. Turning 20 is a big deal for him, and he's still very young. Sometimes I think he's 14, but he's just that much more mature and has experienced that much more, and I believe he's ready to do well.
I was going to say, as far as Riley goes, what aside from backing up Jake, is there a role for him? Do you expect him to see some time?
We'll make those decisions in about 4 or 5 days or a week from now, but we're going to prepare him to be a great quarterback, which I'm so excited about where he is right now. And then from there, we'll work on that decision of whether or not to put a package together for him.
There's been a tremendous amount of build-up to fall camp in this season with Independence and whatnot. How do you think that's affected sort of the beginning of fall camp, if at all?
The expectations are too big, and I think that we've probably built up a bigger machine than we really are right now, and we can be great. We have great talent, but a lot of our talent is very young, and so the expectations are fantastic. I love that there's high expectation, but we've got a long ways to go and a lot of work to do to match the expectation that's in place.
Once, especially on offense, a lot of those young guys gelled the second half of the season. You sort of assume improvement, but describe to us the kind of improvement that you've seen.
We potentially scored 2 touchdowns in 2 drives with our first team offense during our team move it session. 2 drives and potentially 2 touchdowns, so very pleased. Now, I wish it didn't have to come on a 3rd and 10, and there's a chance Jake got sacked on that play. So there was some real positive things moving the football today. 3rd down conversions, which we couldn't do in spring. But you bring the offensive line in, and the fact that we were able to put some drives together with that first team and then put the ball in the end zone on our first day was I'm really pleased with that outcome.